Gonna try and get an early start this morning so I can see what it's like to row on some flat water. Already got our first wake coming in right there, but I'd like to see how fast. Well, a fish just jumped over there. I'd like to see how fast I am. That's the first fish jump I've seen this whole trip. I'd like to see how fast I am on calm water, so that's the plan. Uh-oh. And we're free. Wait for the dog to pee. Time for coffee. Almost all done. I gotta finish putting the boat back together and then get over there to that mooring field, and there's a dock that I'll tie up to and unload my gear. I've been cleaning up under a nice calm breeze. The boat's done fairly well. It just kind of tracking along the shoreline all by itself while I clean up this end of the boat, the aft end. I still have to go forward and clean up that end, which means I got to take off the oar locks, and that'll be the end of the sailing. So I'll take down the sail and put the sail away, put all the sailing gear away, get the canoe paddle out. I'll put the thwart, right here's the thwart, put that back in instead of the oar locks, because I'm going to do some oar lock modifications before my next trip, which should be here in a couple weeks on Flathead Lake, which is going to be a lot different than Tahoe. Nice sunny water I can swim in. But the dog will like it. She won't be panting so much. At least she's not shaking anymore like when we started this little 3-day trip on Lake Tahoe. I shouldn't have complained about her because she's such a good buddy out here, and she kept me warm last night. I would have froze. She keeps an eye out. She was growling at something 2 mornings ago, and my guess is it was a bear. When I woke up, you could hear something breaking logs up in the forest, and I don't know what else would be breaking logs up in the forest. Of course, I thought there was a bear over there this morning, and it was just guys doing construction on a nice little piece of property up on the peninsula. Anyways, about the same. We've done good. Got lots of ideas on improvements to make to the boat, but all in all, it's probably one of the funnest times I've ever had on a boat. I don't know if that's because there's a learning curve to it, and I've learned things in my past experiences on boats, big and small. Really just big, a 25 footer and a 28 footer. But this boat's really easy for me to handle. The sails, the size of it. Sometimes a smaller boat is harder than a bigger boat, but most of the time it was easier. Of course, I'm not out on the ocean. I'm on a lake now, so the scale has changed. But that's just the scale. The effort it took to do things and the enjoyment I found out of it was more here on a lake. Lost about $16 worth in fishing gear. That sucked. I didn't catch any fish. Saw only 2 fish jump finally this morning. but there'll be plenty more opportunities. I'm gonna go over here to the docks and find somebody to get my wheelchair out of the van so I can get out of the canoe, and then find out who wants to help put it on top of the van. Hopefully that all works out. And then I'll go be on land for a while, clean up, and start driving towards Flathead Lake in Montana. See you somewhere on the road. Took the oars out of the water, took the oar locks off, tied the sail up to the dagger board over here. And we're both sitting on the low side of or the high side of the boat actually, because the wind's coming from out right about there. And we're sailing into the wind for the first time on our little boat. With just a dagger board, no steering, she's steering herself, or tracking at least. Light air. Not going very fast at all, but we're going into the wind. Yeah, it's a done deal. 3 nights on Lake Tahoe in a canoe. I'm back, parked in the shade of the Marina. The guys from the Marina were super cool. 2 young guys at the Marina just went above and beyond to get the canoe on the car and get me all loaded up. I dumped all my stuff on the dock. Poor guys probably got a little piss water on them when they flipped the canoe over. I tried to get most of it out. Anyways, they were super cool. Hey! Nora's going after a squirrel. She's gonna get me in trouble. Nora, get back in here. Get back in the car. Now, hurry up. Get in here. She can get in that window. Anyways, we had an awesome time. I'm dead tired. Gotta hurry up and call Mom. My phone died about halfway through the trip, so she's gotta be worried. I'm waiting for it to charge here on the car charger. Then I gotta straighten the van out. Man, those guys were cool to help me get everything. Hopefully they don't see this video and they'll never know what kind of water they got on them, but man, super cool of them to help me out, and feel grateful for that. Yeah, I'll probably just sleep here somewhere in Tahoe tonight, get a shower, get everything cleaned up. No sense in driving. I still feel like I'm on the water, liable to run into something if I go driving down the road. So tomorrow I'll start working my way up towards Washington and then over to Montana. Go see a friend in Washington, hopefully. And that, yeah, I'm just exhausted. But I did it and it was fun. One of the funnest trips on the water I've ever had. The boat is sweet. It works really well. Everything, this was my first trial. You know, I kind of worked out a few issues with my brother while he was here. We bummed around for a couple days on Tahoe, and then took it out by myself for 3 days and camped in it, slept in the canoe every night. Basically lived in the canoe for 4 days. 3 nights. I'm grateful. Thanks, Nora. You did an awesome job. I know you don't like being on camera, but I gotta let everybody know that I do tell you thank you. And I appreciate you. You gotta check out what I missed out on by about an hour. Well, I told you, I just got in. But it's an hour later now, and check this out. Can't ever trust a NOAA weather report. It was supposed to be light out there today, calm conditions. Oh well.